So we just finished talking about how a perfect person's focusing and alignment should work together. As you shift your focus from distance to up close, your eyes should automatically turn in. Okay, in a lot of cases, this isn't what happens because we're biological systems. It's not a perfect system. There's something called a convergence excess, which is where when you shift your focus from distance to up close, your eyes automatically turn in too far. And then you have to say, wait a minute, push out. This is actually kind of difficult for our system to do. It takes a lot of fine motor control to push against the system, against the induced direction of motion, and line up again on the page. This causes things like headaches, double vision, skipping lines, skipping words when you're reading, and general avoidance of reading in children. Then there's the inverse. There's convergence insufficiency, which is probably the most common of all of them. When you shift your focus from distance to up close, you don't turn far enough in. You're short, and you have to say, go a little further. Again, it causes headaches, double vision, avoidance of reading, skipping lines, skipping words. And it's because all these things require extra effort on a child's part to read. Want to make a child not want to read? Make it 3 times harder. Make it 10 times harder. Depends on how misaligned they are, but it can be quite mild to quite severe. The question is, how do we deal with them? How do we treat them? Well, one of the options is vision training or vision therapy, teaching the fine motor control skills to make your eyes line up and your focus set on the page at the same time. And that does work, but it takes time, it takes effort. It can take 20, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, 3 months minimum to get results. For a quicker result, oftentimes we use glasses. Those can be, especially in the case of convergence excess, a simple pair of reading glasses which sets you for up close and sets your focus right there, stops you from having to provide your own focus and therefore turning in too far in the first place. And if we set it right, can set you lined up perfectly on its own if we pick the right pair. So convergence excess is actually kind of one of my favorite disorders to find in a child because it responds so quick and so fast to a pair of reading glasses. It's a simple, easy solution. Convergence insufficiency, I can't just give you a pair of glasses and set you here because you still won't turn in far enough. I got to get you to turn in further. And one of the ways we do that is with prism. Prism, if you've seen the old Dark Side of the Moon album cover, it's like this. It's got a big white prism in the middle of it. White light comes in like this, and colored light comes out like this. It's split into colors. We use prism to take advantage of the bending property, not the split into colors properties, but the bending property of light. By putting prism in somebody's glasses, I can cause it so that instead of having to turn all the way to here, you only have to get to here. And it's less effort involved, and can make reading a lot easier for any child.